don't blow this for us, man.
Good God, this update was terrible. How the hell was this update half the size of the base game when they didn't even add anything? Okay, so let's get my biggest complaint with this season out of the way. Why, in the ever-loving name of fuck, do we need to grind to level 35 just to unlock Joker? This shit legit took me 6 freaking hours of grinding to reach, which is literally half the time it took me to beat the base game. I spent 6 hours playing the same 6 missions over and over again to grind out the necessary levels to unlock Joker. And it's just like, why? You deliberately made the system boring and grindy without any way to make it feel less so. It's like trying to search for a full odds shiny Pokemon in ye olden days. Sure, you'll eventually run into one, but you're gonna be doing the same exact thing over and over and over again, expecting shit to change. That is the definition of insanity, chaps. And believe you me when I say there were multiple, incredibly simple ways they could have made this grind better. My biggest complaint is that they locked the mastery levels behind unlocking Joker. In other words, you can't use the higher difficulty missions, aka missions that would give you more experience points, until you've already gone through the grind and unlocked your prize. So, what is the point of having them in the first place if the place they're needed is locked off by an impassable barricade? This pissed me off so much during my actual playthrough, because it just makes no sense from a design perspective, which is literally what I went to school for. This is an incredibly basic design choice that they just flat out got wrong, and I have no idea what made them think it was right. Oh yeah. The big problem is that this design philosophy could have worked if they just tweaked the numbers even a tiny bit. You gain 1 whole level for completing a mission, and there are 6 new incursion missions for you to play, plus a few new overworld encounters that give about the same. If they made the level cap like 10 or something, that would be perfectly reasonable. That way you're engaging with the new content for just long enough with the characters you're already familiar with, and then get the chance at a whole new character. You also explore the new overworld encounters, which bring the new carnival aesthetic into the metropolis you're already familiar with, giving you even more new content. By the time you unlock Joker, you'll have most likely played all the missions, but you won't have them ingrained in your mind from grinding them out for 6 whole hours. Then, when you unlock this new character, you can just go back and revisit them, and it'll still feel like new content, while also giving a higher difficulty modes, which would then give you even more of an incentive to go back and play them again. Because you only played them once or maybe twice with characters you already understood, so experiencing them again with this new character, and on higher difficulties, will feel like something brand new. But instead, you have to grind out these same 6 missions over, and over, and over, and over, and over, and over again to grind out 35 freaking levels before you even unlock this new character. So when you do, you're already so freaking bored of these missions that you don't even want to look at them when you've got him. And that sucks so much because Joker fucking rocks.
Wait, at least buy me dinner first.
Joker is an incredible new playable character. I can't say where I'd rank him among the others since I haven't spent that much time with him yet, but from the limited time I have spent, he has quickly grown to one of my favorites. If I had just 1 or 2 new missions after unlocking him to get the feel for how he plays and start raising hell as the Crown Prince of Crime, I'd call this season a success. But the simple fact that I've already experienced all the content they had before even unlocking the new character it was made for just made me completely lose interest. If I've already played these missions so many times, what makes you think I'm going to go back and play them again just because I have a new character? I'm not, is the answer. They really just shot themselves in the foot while creating this. Their player numbers are going to skyrocket for the first few days while everyone grinds their asses off to unlock Joker, which I'm pretty sure they did. But as soon as they get him, they've got nothing else to do until the next episode drops, so they're just going to plummet all the way back down to mere double digits. I know I'm probably not going to play at all until the next Brainiac shows up, because I've got nothing new to do aside from a few Riddler trophies. And frankly, I'm just gonna go to Batman Arkham videos for those. Oh, and speaking of Brainiac though, as we expected, we just got another reskinned Justice League member fight, this time Green Lantern. I like the fight in base game, so I like the fight here as well. It was harder because of the addition of enemies with construct shields, meaning I always had to stay on the move, and it was overall a fun time. Doesn't mean it's not lazy, because it absolutely is. With the season trailer also featuring a Brainiac Superman, we can probably expect he'll be the boss of the next episode, but after that, who knows what they'll do. I am hoping and praying that they don't try reskinning the Batman fight, and after Superman we start getting some new, unique fights. Or, hell, have Brainiac swap between multiple League members in a single battle. That'd be kinda cool, right? We'll just have to wait and see at this point, but considering how it's gone so far, I am cautiously pessimistic. As for the storytelling... who am I kidding? This is Kill the Justice League. There's no fucking storytelling at all. There are a grand total of 3 new cutscenes throughout this entire episode. One of which is a pre-rendered cartoon that plays when you boot up the game, so that doesn't count. Another is just saying hello to Joker after you defeat Brainiac, and the last is the only one that counts because it shows some actual characterization from said Joker. I'll admit, it was funny, and I had some laughs.
Put it in me.
Oh, mate, bloody hell! Now you've just made it weird.
But consider the fact that Harleen Quinzel is right there, and they don't do anything interesting with this new team dynamic. My, what an unexpected surprise. And by unexpected, I mean completely expected! I mean, we all knew this was going to be the case because of the complete bastardization of Harley's character throughout this game, but they could have at least given us something that wasn't this bad joke.
Hell no! Been there, done that, got the scars, did some healing. I'm not into that type anymore.
Maladaptive narcissists?
Comedians.
Are we done with your bad stand-up routine?
And that's literally all we got for the story in this update. There's nothing. Again, I should be surprised, but this is Kill the Justice League. Story isn't exactly its strong suit. But, much like I said in my original review, the writing is still pretty good, at least to me. I, along with everyone else, absolutely hate Joker's design, and have elected to calling him the much more fitting Twinkler. And little did we know just how fitting such a name would be. Because every damn line out of this dude's mouth is something sexual. I swear to God, this guy is more horny than a 4chan user seeing a fucking Vaporeon. And damn it if I wasn't cracking up at every single line he said. I'm sorry, but sex jokes is a one-way ticket to making me lose my shit. This Joker is genuinely funny. And isn't that what really matters when you're working with a clown? Combining that with his stupidly fun playstyle mentioned earlier, and I'd have to call this character an overall success. Again, design is awful, but I can honestly look past that, and I applaud them for giving us a different take on the Joker for this game, and honestly making him kinda work. If you can acknowledge it's stupid and laugh along at the stupidity for a bit, I think you'll have yourself a grand old time. I mean, dude literally rocket jumps with an umbrella. What's not to love? Alright, last quickfire of other things that I need to talk about, but don't have time to dedicate for a full review. Aesthetics and music are pretty good, but new equipment was completely meaningless to me. The Carnival Funhouse textures they gave everything were a lot of fun and made this Elseworld stand out a lot more than the bland dystopia future of base game. I may have heard the exact same music loop for 6 hours straight while grinding, but I surprisingly never got tired of it. It's the perfect blend of fun yet evil chaos that perfectly suits Joker. There were a lot of new add-ons, and while I may have used most of them, in the end I just slapped the equipment with a higher number on my character and called it a day. I didn't look for synergy or special effects, any of that. If the number got bigger, I pressed equipped and hoped for the best. And I imagine that's going to be the same for any and all upcoming seasons, because let's face it, equipment design really doesn't matter in this game. I hold no shame calling Season 1 of Kill the Justice League a complete failure of game design. They fucked everything up, and even with the small amount of good they were able to scrape out, there's no looking past that. I had fun with the new levels they added, I adore the new character they created, and I look forward to whatever and whoever they're planning to add next. But by God, that horrible grind to unlock a single level, which you can't even replay by the way, and a single character, as fun as he is, cannot be ignored. Look, WB, I know you hate your customers and money, but just let Rocksteady do their fucking job and make an actually functioning game for the next episode drop. Please? It's really not that hard. If I know how to do it, they certainly do too. Anyway, that's all I got. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later, chaps.
For the record, I hate this.
Oh, is it too much? Making new friends after a move is always tough.